So in today's lesson, we're going to be covering off branding. Now, branding in a non-traditional sense. What I mean by branding is how you want to be perceived by potential clients when they find you online. Now, all of this orientates back to what it is you want to achieve from freelancing, the different industries that you may or may not want to work in, and the potential services that you may or may not want to do. All of that then feeds back into essentially how you are going to market yourself. Now, this is quite an abstract topic, so the easiest thing to do is for me to explain kind of like how I try and position myself online when it comes to my clients. So over the last 2 years, I kind of started off by pretty much working with anyone who came along and for whatever reason seemed to have kind of stuck on a level which is firmly orientated towards kind of luxury lifestyle clients. So if you have a look at my website, you'll see on my portfolio that I've ended up working with interior design firms, a furniture company, a company which specializes in shepherd's huts, a lifestyle PR company, and so on. Now, all of them are obviously in very different industries, but all kind of have got a very similar vibe in the sense that they're all quite neat and clean and professional and cater to high-end kind of ticket items, which potentially customers with a lot of money can invest in. So, as I say, that wasn't ever intentional. It kind of just came about like that. And I think what happens is that ultimately someone can recommend you and they're in that industry and they know other people in a similar sort of industry, and obviously your name spreads. So what happens is that you kind of get typecast, for want of better word. So as I say, I hadn't intentionally gone into this industry, but it's a good industry to be in. So these are the kind of people that expect a high degree of professionalism, they expect a high degree of quality and sort of neatness, as it were. And essentially, as the business owners, they don't want to know about the intricacies of everything that I do. They just want to know that I can get results. These are the kind of clients that anecdotally seem to want people that are professional, are very sort of clean cut, very organized, very modern, switched on, and so on. They are not the kind of people who want someone who is slapdash, jokey, still might get results, but sort of isn't quite, I don't know, in the same mindset as them, for want of a better word. Now, feeding that back, the reason why I've kind of been conscious of this is that I've started over the last year or so to kind of orientate my website to making sure that that represents that. So I've made a point investing in professional photography, and the photos are in a really clean-cut, modern building, but it still looks like that little element of relaxed. It's not sort of super starchy. I've got a very clean and modern website, and I've got blog posts which demonstrate my expertise in particular fields by talking about different aspects of the services that I offer, by looking at industries and topics which those clients could potentially be interested in. Now, I wouldn't have done any of that had it not been for the fact that I was trying to orientate my marketing to that specific audience. So to give you another example, another area which I actually really wanted to focus on was fitness marketing. And I put together a landing page on the website about it, and to be honest, it's never really taken off. Now, if I was to come back at this again, I would completely change the way I'm doing it. Instead of literally wearing a blue check shirt, I'd probably be wearing gym kit. The website itself would be completely different. It'd be very image heavy. It'd probably show me in the gym, for example. The copy that I would be using would be different. The imagery I'd be using would be different, because I want to be talking and trying to resonate with the fitness industry professionals who ultimately kind of need a different thing than compared to the clients that I'm currently working with. So when it comes back to you, you need to have a really careful think about, from here, how do you line up with what it is you want to achieve with how you're going to present yourself online? Are you going to have loads of cartoons, for example, if you're focusing on a more informal market? Do you need really high-end slick photography for a website, for example? Essentially, at this stage, don't worry about the specifics. It's just a case of how do you want to be perceived online by potential customers and clients to make them buy into you so you can obviously get work and achieve your ambitions.